Well, it's almost as if certain groups of individuals have warned you that this was going to happen. It's almost like if there was a whole nother thing that was getting attacked all the time and everybody mocked, and it really is another group of people that was pretty much on the same type of, taboo realistically when it comes to that level of content. And honestly, people making hella fun of it, and now look at you in the same position. How has the tide turned? The table has turned. Crazy work. But when it comes down to it though, what I'm obviously mentioning is the whole ban of furry and public nudity, I believe, on Fansly. Yeah, the time has come, and now everybody wants to be like, but the credit card payment processors, how dare they do something like this? You asking that question 5,000 years late, sister. You've been asking this question for a good chunk of time that is honestly hella freaking late, if we're gonna be absolutely honest. Because you know what else has been getting attacked for so damn long and for so many times, and now you're starting to see it of why this is some BS. It's been lolicons. Lolly content has been getting hit in the weakest, wackest possible ways for ages now. They have been getting lit up by, these payment processors for ages now. Whether it's DL sites, whether it's literally all of Japan at times, whether it's Pixiv, it doesn't necessarily matter. Now it's like, now you have to find other places where lolly content is acceptable and you can have fun using it and all that sort of stuff, because bitch ass payment processors literally be trying to take away a lot of the stuff that exists on these sites for literally no head ass reason. That is how it is, and that's what it's been for a matter of years now. And for so long, lolicons have been trying to, tell people, hey yo, let's kind of stick together, let's team up and fight together real quick. Let's show other people that, yeah, you can't just take away the freedom of expression of what people want to do and, what they want to enjoy and things of sort like that. We've been saying this for like a long ass period of time, only for everybody to basically become, a bit of an asshole to literally anybody that likes anything lolly ever. And that's how it just been. Right? And now look at you with the Fansly people. Now look at you, especially, the furry side of content. Now you're getting slapped with it too. And furries have been talking mad shit for years too over, lolly content, even though you're both realistically very messed up and taboo. Realistically, if we were to look at that in a realistic lens, but because it's fiction, it doesn't matter, it's fine, it's whatever. And yet, even though we've been trying to be like, yo, can we get some, help when it comes down to the lolicon side of things? Absolutely not, says the furries. And now look at you, you're getting folded on Fansly, and you're thinking, oh, this is just Fansly, right? It's just one site. It's not gonna necessarily be all over the place. You're dead wrong. If it happens here, this is a warning shot to basically say, yeah, a lot of furry content is not going to be good anywhere, right? That's going to be what it is. If they start attacking here, and if you decide to get them a whole ass inch, and that's just how it goes with these payment processors, GG's to the rest of your furry content, because every other site is going to follow suit and getting rid of it, right? And every payment processor is probably going to be hunting y'all down next. It's just a matter of time, and we have warned you about this for literal years. We have been saying this for literal years, and now that has happened, now everybody on Twitter wants to start crying about it. Now everybody wants to start, being kind of bitch made about it and start whining, when we literally have been saying so for effing years. And you know what the honest truth is? It doesn't come as a giant surprise that really a lot of other lolicons want to come through and start having a laugh at these people, and I don't necessarily blame them. We have again said this time and time again, payment processors will come at anything problematic. It doesn't necessarily matter whether it's lolly content, whether it's furry content, it could be something gore related. It doesn't necessarily matter. It may not be your cup of tea, but it's still worth kind of to have it be defended in some shape or form, because these payment processors will literally take away all the shit that you will ultimately enjoy and control what the hell gets made or gets put on these websites and all that sort of stuff. Like, again, You may not like the content, you might not like it whatsoever, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to, but also realize that, yeah, payment processors shouldn't have the power to take down or take away, you know, what can be put up on websites and things of the sort like that, if it's within the boundaries of, you know, what's fine and what's legal and all that sort of stuff. It's just a bit weird. It's a bit crazy that a credit card company can literally jump in to one of these businesses or one of these places and websites and whatever, and essentially just be like, yeah, you can't have that anymore, otherwise we're pulling out just completely of this website. That is some nonsense that deadass should be investigated, if we're going to be absolutely real, right? So for me personally, I don't feel bad for a lot of people that has, you know, enjoyed furry content and, you know, definitely wanted to, I guess, like, keep this around and keep being expressive with that, because again, we have told you many times that this shit will most likely dip off of lolicon at some point once they beat the hell out of us multiple times, and then they're gonna go to the next problematic thing, which is now furry. So, you know, you're in the shit of it now, you're going to be in the shit of it for a long time. And that being said, with all that stuff, it shouldn't have to be this way. Again, as much as anybody can say they might not like furry content or lolicon content, at the end of the day, it is still something to push back on these payment processors for. We just wish you did it earlier, because we saw the signs, no one else believed us, and now your ass is getting cooked and cucked by everybody at the same time. So it is what it is. But when it comes down to it though, still, that doesn't necessarily mean I would want to see, you know, more sites take away furry content or things sort of like that, right? I want, like we have seen with a lot of lolly content, I don't want to see more sites taking it down because of what they believe is problematic, which, granted, again, should not be the damn credit card company's whole vision of what gets used by their company by, you know, purchasing power, right? Because again, a purchase is just to be a purchase. It shouldn't have to be having all these other politics type of thing kind of come in for literally no reason, right? Because at the end of the day, you are a credit card company, you're a payment processor. You just process the payment of what I want to buy. If I wanted to buy a whole ass, I guess, like, lolly on a whole, I suppose, then you best give that shit to me, because that's all that shit is. As long as it's a legal purchase and it has nothing to do with illegal nonsense, then by all means, give me my fucking product. I shouldn't be saying you will hardly ever hear me say the F word, but you know, it's serious if I gotta say it. But when it comes down to it, give me my damn product, bro. It is literally what you're supposed to do as a payment processor, not sit here and dictate whether or not, oh, is this valid to actually be purchasable or anything like that. Give me my shit, bitch. Like, that's all you need to do. If I wanted to see, you know, basically some lolly content in some shape or form, I should be able to purchase that with no problems whatsoever. If I get to have, if there was a service like a basically like a rent a furry service where you get to clap a random furry chick, it is what it is. Let me pay for that damn service and let me clap some random woman in a furry costume just because. Like, let me have that shit, because at the end of the day, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter, because again, all this stuff is for the most part really fiction, and you know, that's just how it is, you know. So ultimately, do I feel bad that, you know, Fansly and the people that on it, that with the furry content, you know, getting smacked with all this right now? To a tiny bit, yes I do, because obviously the freedom of expression of expressing yourself is very much being threatened, even more so. But at the very same time, we have warned your bitch asses literally for effing years now, and the fact that no one took it seriously, and the fact that everybody is starting to get pissed off right now, that's just like a, well, bitch, we kind of told you. Because again, these sites will very much get rid of NSFW content as fast as they can, if they can, right? OnlyFans did it once before and then they reverted the change. So what the hell do you think is going to happen with a lot of other websites, especially websites that has a lot of these, you know, more crazier niches and things of sort like that, like a lolicon, like a, you know, furry content or whatever? You think that's gonna still continue on to exist and all that sort of stuff? No, right? Again, this is why you just jump into different stuff. Again, if it might not be something that you care about, You know, it may not be something that you like, but at the end of the day, it's something to still fight for, because bitch, are you gonna let some I guess like some company or some type of like figure in a high place of authority tell you what you can and can't not have? That's BS. Let's just call it out for what it is. It's absolute BS. But that's, I guess, what I really wanted to talk about for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy, and hopefully these damn furry people will wake the hell up, right? At this point, it should. If it doesn't, I feel like everybody's kind of damn stupid out here. It just kind of is what it is. But hopefully still, nonetheless, you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow my socials, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And that's all, this is Boy J, signing off. Have a blessed day.